Hello and welcome to ERP Radio, your recovery resource. My name is Jennifer Stewart, and today we're doing a roundtable discussion about addiction in the workplace. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce everyone. So next to me is my great co-host, Ben. Hey, you.
Hey, Jen, how are you doing?
Good.
And next to me I have Pam. Welcome back, Pam.
Nice to see you, Ben.
So, yeah, addiction in the workplace, it's a major issue. Definitely, I'm sure we all have had coworkers who maybe we do know, maybe we don't know that they have an addiction or alcohol problem. And, this is a good topic because we can really shed light on this and really talk about how, there's help out there for these people and that they're not alone, that
Right.
it's a major issue.
It's a major issue. And it's an issue, too, that it's like the elephant in the room, that a lot of people don't bring up and talk about. And it puts HR managers in an uncomfortable spot because they don't know who to turn to if they have an employee suffering from addiction. And so today I hope we shed light and some education about addiction in the workplace and just maybe some prevention tips.
And this elephant in the room situation is not only in the workplace, but in our homes and our families and even team sports. And a lot of people don't know how to handle it, so they just prefer to just pretend like it's not happening.
Right.
Turn their shoulder to it, and it's a matter of fear. People are scared of what other people are going to think, but in reality, I mean, pretty much everybody knows that's why it's an elephant,
Exactly.
So I remember learning about that a couple times back in treatment, saying, expose that elephant in the room.
Expose it.
And HR, hopefully they're all like you, Jen, where they're really accepting over something like this. And,
Right.
I feel if, even if I was in my active addiction, I could come up to somebody like you and feel safe enough to tell you, hey, Jen, I'm struggling with addiction, maybe you can point me in the right direction, and hopefully I don't lose my job. And
Exactly.
So.
And I think that's where most employees who suffer from addiction, they fear HR managers. Like, HR is all about disciplining and you're in trouble. It's a complete opposite. HR managers' focus is to invest in an employee. When you have a good employee but they are suffering from addiction, why not invest in them? Find them the right help. And that's where we've partnered with so many companies where we do help HR managers who have that employee find the employee treatment. And
Exactly, because if they have a good employee, it's cheaper to keep that employee. They don't have to train a new employee. They don't have to recruit new employees. It's just easier for everybody all around.
Exactly. And then you look at the retention rate, too.
And also think about, if you have a good employee that's doing their job and maybe they suffer from alcoholism, you put the time and effort in instead of finding somebody new, and they might even become your best employee. Because maybe they were they were good, but they can turn to great, just like our podcast.
Our podcast, good to great, exactly.
And I have some stats in front of me, and alcohol abuse in 2008. This is a survey of 1,000 people. 266 missed days of work due to alcohol dependence.
Wow.
And a staggering $47.3 billion in healthcare costs due to alcohol abuse.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was 2008, but I'm sure numbers probably have even grown.
Yeah.
It's not like this problem's getting any better.
Right.
So, yeah, let's, talk about some prevention tools or prevention advice for people in the office who might be struggling with alcoholism. So, if this problem comes across, we could talk, you know how to handle it.
Definitely. Well, for any managers, HR managers, I do encourage quarterly motivational workshops to invest in employees and bring the awareness and focus on harmonizing the workplace so it's a more positive culture. So if you do have an employee suffering, they're invested in your company and you where they can be open and talk to you about it. Pam, what are some other prevention tips that we can...
Well, not just in the workplace, but we always talk about diet and exercise.
Oh, yeah.
And a diet, sometimes offices don't offer the best food selections, vending machines and stuff like that too. But most offices have a refrigerator. Maybe you could stock the refrigerator with fruits and vegetables, bottled water, stuff like that.
Right.
That people aren't turning to the vending machine at 2:00 in the afternoon when there's a lull.
Exactly. Another, prevention tip is really turning, and you can do this in the workplace or on your own, but, more of a holistic avenue where you practice yoga or meditation just to really become one with yourself.
I'm also a huge advocate of workplace relationships being strictly platonic and a healthy environment in the work. Like I always feel comfortable to basically go up to anyone in the office if I'm having, if I want to talk to somebody or if something's on my mind, like, and you're busy, I can go to Pam, or I can, always talk to our other producer, Tommy. I always feel comfortable talking to anybody, and that's huge because it doesn't, if we have a lot of stress, maybe you're dealing with some stuff and you want to drink, and it's better just to have these relationships with these people where it's open and you're cool with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
and you create that open environment where it's built on trust and respect, where you're not going to be judged and you're going to be heard, and we'll figure out a solution. So if any of our listeners out there know anyone who's suffering from addiction, please give us a call. Our counselors are available 24/7, even if you just have some questions. Our phone number is 844-548-3407. Thank you.